When screening an applicant using the Yardi resident screening system, an applicant file is created. The applicant's file will contain the screening result, reasons for the result, items to review, and a tab for each background search requested. The application result listed at the top of the file is the final result that is sent back to our property management interface. The application result box's color and wording will change depending on the type of screening result and if the applicant was submitted as part of a group. Green is for an accept or accept with conditions screening result. Yellow is for a pending status, and red is for a rejectable screening result. An individual result will be listed on the right side of the file. If the applicant is part of a group, the two screening results may be different due to a co-applicant's result. The Additional Information section provides quick reference points on the reasons for screening results and items to review. The Reasons for Results section will list up to 3 reasons that are affecting the applicant's screening result. The Items to Review section will alert us of any credit checkpoint messages, civil court, criminal, and rent bureau records. These alerts do not impact the applicant's individual screening result, but are important to review. At the bottom of the applicant's file, we'll see a tab for each service that has been requested. The number of tabs that are available within the applicant's Yardi resident screening file are directly related to each type of service. No matter what services our property requests, there will always be an Overview tab. The Overview tab will be selected by default when we access the applicant's Yardi resident screening file. This tab lists the type of service, request date, completed date, and current status for each search. The Overview tab will also display if any records have been found, if those records meet our property's requirements, or if the search is still in progress. The Credit tab allows us to view the applicant's personal information that has been reported to the Credit Bureau. For security reasons, the Credit tab will become unavailable 90 days after the request date. The top of the report will list the applicant's information. The Personal Information section displays the applicant's full name, date of birth if available, and any alias names that have been reported to the Credit Bureau. The Address section will list the applicant's primary address along with the last 2 former addresses that have been reported to the Bureau. The Employment section will list any employer information that the Credit Bureau has received. And the Checkpoint Messages section will list any messages from the Credit Bureau and may indicate suspicious activity involving the applicant's name, social security number, and address. An applicant also may have requested that a specific message be attached to this section. Click the Criminal tab to display the results for any criminal services that have been requested for the applicant. The scoring of these results are predetermined by our management company and will either show a meets requirements or does not meet requirements result. The results of this search will tie into the final result of the application. Therefore, even if the applicant is creditworthy, if their criminal background does not meet the property's requirements, their final result will reflect this. Within the Civil Court tab, we'll be able to review any civil court services that have been requested for the applicant. Just like the criminal search, the scoring of the civil court records is predetermined by our management company and will either show a meets requirements or does not meet requirements result. Again, the results of this search will tie into the final result of the application. Therefore, even if the applicant is creditworthy, if their civil court background does not meet the property's requirements, their final result will reflect this. The Rental tab contains the search results from Experian's Rent Bureau database. Rent Bureau uses the applicant's social security number for the search and returns instant results. The Rental tab will report if any records were found and display the personal information contained on the file. This includes their name, last 4 digits of the social security number, date of birth, driver's license, address, and employment. The scoring for Rent Bureau records is predetermined by our management company and will show a meets property requirements or does not meet property requirements screening result. If a rejectable record is found, the type of record that caused that rejection will be listed in the Rental tab's Reason section. The OFAC SDN tab displays the search results from the OFAC database. OFAC SDN stands for Office of Foreign Assets Control Specially Designated Nationals. OFAC is a name-match-only search and returns instant results from the U.S. Department of Treasury database. The OFAC department administers and enforces economic sanction programs primarily against countries and groups of individuals such as terrorists, money launderers, narcotic traffickers, and other high-level offenders. An applicant may come back with a possible match if their name is spelled similarly to a flagged name within the database OFAC searches and can contain alias names, address information, and other remarks such as date of birth or physical description of the offender. If the applicant has any possible matches on the OFAC search, we can contact the Yardi Resident Screening Customer Service Department to request a free cross-check on the results. Yardi Resident Screening will help to determine if it is a true OFAC match or a false positive. The turnaround time on an OFAC cross-check is 1 business day. We can also use the data provided within the record to determine if it is a match for our applicant. And that covers reviewing the Yardi Resident Screening applicant file. Thanks for watching.